Tone's dead. He tragically passed away from an overdose at his mom's house.
He's still laying there on the floor. She just walked today.
Yeah. I haven't really had an opportunity to tell anybody, but I'm sorry to have to be the one to say this to everybody. Devin came home. He had a pretty good amount of money that he raised at Blades, and he bought a lot of dope, and he ended up overdosing at his mom's house. He got Narcaned 3, maybe 4 times, and because he's been Narcaned so many times before, It, I guess he built up a tolerance to it. The Narcan didn't work like it used to, and yeah, Tone,
Michael.
he didn't wake up. So
That's fair. They won't leave us the fuck alone about it.
I desperately tried. Since he's been home from Blades, I desperately tried to get in contact with him, help him out, do whatever I had to do. And his mom, he wouldn't answer me. His mom wouldn't answer me. And then, finally I found out for real today that, he...
Tissue!
It just happened, guys. I mean... Yeah, I cried. I did.
Cried when we found him at his house?
I cried when he... I've cried several times when he overdosed. But, I mean... I knew it.
Tissue, Michael.
I knew it was going to happen.
All right, the news is IRL streamer Tone is dead. That's about all we have right now. Danger has released that video. A lot of people are saying it's a troll. These rumors have been around before. We do have a let me see here. Hey, Princess Aladdin. Rest easy in peace, Aladdin. I found my big brother with a... Hard for me to read, but I guess there's a post there. Unfortunately, I'm not sure who Prince Aladdin is, but anyway, we'll have more on that as we get more information. That's pretty much all we have. Right now, we're going to get into an Elisa update with producer extraordinaire, Jadis. How you doing, Jadis? And I'm also going to be bringing up on the panel my co-host, Connor.
Hello. How you great?
And I would like to welcome our special guest tonight. He has a lot of negative experience with Elisa, and he's ready to go off. His name is Minnie Manson. Welcome.
Yes.
All right, Jadis, what's the latest?
Okay, so over the weekend, I forget when the last show was that you did, but over the weekend on Friday, Elisa started streaming again. She I think we kind of glossed over it the last time, but Lisa started streaming on Friday. She had a new guest. She had one guest who one co-host, new hiree, which would be illegal because she doesn't have an employee identification number, whatever. That's the whole case with anybody that she's going to be hiring. This person, they had the PDF file word all over their face, and eventually they walked out. She had the next guest who came in, who was somebody of note. I'm not gonna say who, so that he doesn't get harassed. But and they were gonna meet at a restaurant, and he supposedly got a phone call from me and the Stewart police, and that's when Elisa flipped out and doxed me to her audience and to Twitter and Instagram, and put $1,000 bounty on me. For somebody to, on Twitter, she put it as "take care of him," and to get information on, which, who knows what the fuck is going to happen, but I've kind of been vindicated, but by the way she's been acting. So on Saturday, she went to another event, and she was stream sniped by Mondo, aka Major League Shooter.
Yeah.
I will show his channel to shout him out. He's been somebody who has taken on this cause, and you might have seen him in other things. He has said how the fuck are you gonna say that Jadis is worse than Jimmy? If you've seen the clips, like, this is a Major League Shooter. Subscribe to him. He's a fucking really good guy. I'm gonna loop back to him in a second. So yeah. So and then Saturday, Elisa went about her business, and this is pretty much what happened. You can see my screen.
Huh?
No.
Oh yeah, I need to add it.
Yeah. Okay.
There we go.
Okay. So yeah. So Major League Shooter, he stream sniped her on Saturday, and I think you might have showed the clips where he says that's fucked up that you're calling Jadis worse than Jimmy and all that shit. So yeah. So then we go into Saturday. I mean, that was Saturday. Major League Shooter sniped her, and confronted her, and people were saying, why did he show up? Like, I'm not going to say who put him there in that location, but somebody from our community put him in that location, and to press her, and
Yeah.
so then we go into Sunday, and this is Sunday. Hold on.
Okay.
Share this. This is Sunday, and we're gonna watch this in full because it's very telling. Okay.
I'm facing a lot of online harassment and bullying, and I'm an unbelievable.
She's facing a lot of online harassment and bullying.
And I'm facing some of these right now. I'm facing a lot of online harassment and bullying, and I'm an unbelievably strong person. If you weren't an unbelievably strong person, that could really be bad. Like, I wish I could go after all the people that are calling me a pedophile right now. They're just calling me a pedophile. No, nothing. Just because I knew a pedophile, I have to be one. Ridiculous. So,
like, oh, they're calling her a pedophile, but she could say that I'm stalking her, and I'm threatening her, and we'll get
online bullying. Like, imagine if I was 15 and I was being bullied like that. I don't know what they could do about that. Not sure. I mean, I'm so lazy. Like, I could get a lawyer and I could go after the IP2 website, for saying I'm a pedophile. I could do that. Who wants to do that? It's so annoying. I want to focus on my stream. I don't want to focus on that. People with absolutely no life, like Daddy Ian or whatever. Like, those people, call, make calls about things like that and try to keep it down. I really don't want to spend any time doing that.
You and join your live stream and you can walk around West Palm Beach and
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Here, Tommy, want some of this beer? I poured you some.
Yes, her, just in a different scale. That's not very nice.
I don't think you're creepy at all. I think you're very nice.
Oh,
a new victim who has no idea what's going on.
okay. So I'm gonna get you in more viewers. The creeper, just call.
Let's just ignore that. Let's just pretend we don't know what's going on. What?
Oh, I don't know what's going on.
Nothing's going on.
Nothing's going on.
But he says.
Do you mind if I talk to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
So I've already had 2 calls. It's probably another call related to you guys. Gyro joint. I'm doing okay. Who's this?
Can I talk to that person?
Okay. Okay, yes, he's here. Okay. 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 Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. All right. Thank you. So I've now gotten like three pretty weird calls.
Well, what did they say?
Something about pedophilia, something about dangerous.
Wow.
I had somebody already call about you guys. Somebody said if you call and you get free shit, if you don't, give us a 1-star.
We did.
So I don't know what's going on. Like, I want to be fair. I'm not trying to judge you guys based on what random people are saying, but it better stop, or else I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So enjoy. Let's just not get crazy. Don't be promoting stuff that we have nothing to do with. You know what I'm saying? Like,
As far as much, we only, so where we're going into, we never said we're going to freeze anything.
okay, well, somebody called and said,
Yeah.
I'm calling to win the contest, and something about if we don't give them the contest, leave us a 1 star. So, I don't, you know what I'm saying?
That sounds like a prank.
Trolls.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, they're in the chat.
I don't know. It's starting to become a little bit more consistent. I've gotten 3 calls already. So why don't we do this? I'm usually pretty open to live stream and all that stuff.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
let's shut that down.
Okay, we could go.
You guys can feel free to enjoy the beer, but this is getting a little
Can we just
bit
go in
exciting.
5 minutes?
Yeah, you can go. There's another call. Okay, let's see where it is. So for the beers, it'll be 12. So let me clear this up.
Okay. Wow.
This guy doesn't know what the fuck is going on. They already mentioned pedophilia.
Does that happen often to you guys?
That's her boyfriend.
How do I prevent that from happening?
Point the camera.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean,
But they see where you're walking.
the best thing is to record it and don't be watching. That would be the,
You guys mind if I ask you to close out, please?
Yeah, we could go down.
At
Fine.
this point, it's just getting a little wild and getting call after call after call.
Okay.
So
This guy is an idiot.
So I've been. It was pointed out to me like every time she gets kicked out, she says, "Oh, give me 5 minutes," and she winds up like taking as much time as she can.
Yeah.
Bitch, you got fucking kicked out because you're fucking like with our business.
Okay, sorry about that.
Let's shut it down.
Okay. Okay.
Just ignore them.
Okay, that's
Well, it's hard to
fine.
ignore it, you know what I'm saying? It's our business. And
Yeah. They're not calling for food or anything. Well, if they see where you're walking into or whatever.
This happens a lot. This guy's fucking clueless. He has no idea what is going on. She showed him she where she thinks that I live. She thinks I live in this one town in down there, and then she thinks I live in Orlando, and that neither of those are correct. But she talked to this guy. She showed him my mugshot, and it's like, "Oh, do you know this guy? Like when I lived in that area, I didn't know my neighbor. Like, and then he says, "Oh, is he some type of wanted criminal?" And she says, "Yeah." And he says, "Oh, yeah, maybe I recognize. Yeah, I recognize him now." And he said some weird shit, like he thought he was gonna fuck.
that's crazy. But hey, that's the internet for you. My goodness. You want me to get it?
Yeah, if you could, that'd be nice.
That's why I like ice. You don't over to all this country.
I'm feeling good.
All right.
I want to talk to this officer. Hold on a second. I have a question. I just have like a curiosity question. So there's somebody from, like, I was just in this restaurant over here, and I was doing my live stream vlog, and people were like calling in the restaurant because I was there, and like somebody from Sunrise like does that repeatedly.
Grady, can you drop the comments at the bottom because they have a.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
can you not block me either on the screen?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Calm down, girl.
Yeah, the comments are blocking me off the screen. Now no one can see me.
Exactly. So catty.
Pervert.
Hundreds
Yeah.
of times a day. That against the law.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's a crime.
So I have somebody from Sunrise that just called and had me kicked out of that restaurant. I just have like a okay, sorry about that.
So she thinks she's gonna go up to a random cop and have them come arrest me. Of course, she makes this pay. So she thinks, of course, everything is my fault. Everything. If she fucking takes a green piss, it's gonna be my fault. Everything that is happening to her right now, she's paranoid. She's a gang stalking victim. Everything is Jadis's fault right now.
All right.
I want to talk to this officer. Hold on a second. I have a question. I just have like a curiosity question. So there's somebody from, like, I was just in this restaurant over here, and I was doing my live stream vlog, and people were like calling in the restaurant because I was there, and like if somebody from Sunrise like does that repeatedly, like hundreds of times a day, is that against the law?
Yeah, no, yeah, it's a crime.
So I have somebody from Sunrise that just called and had me kicked out of that restaurant.
Had you kicked out? How can they call and have you kicked out?
Because I was sitting there and I ordered a beer, my friends, and the guy who lives here in Sunrise called in multiple times and harassed the restaurant so much that they kicked me out. What can I do about that if he's a local person?
Well, you could report it.
Can I report it to you?
At this point, the guy fucking sees she's crazy.
To me, you could.
Okay. Can I give you the person's information?
You could give me his information.
What would you do with him?
All I can do is call him. Well,
he says, "What do you want me to? What do you want me to do with it?" Go on.
Brady, we gotta address this. People are saying that Tone is not dead.
Well, you told me he was, Connor.
I mean, I said it looks like he was. I didn't say go and name the episode "Tone is dead."
Didn't
That's a bad move.
Didn't we just have Danger say he was dead?
We don't just play a video clip and say, "So yeah, Tone's dead. Let's move on." We got to talk about it for at least a fucking second.
You can put a question mark on that.
Well, I don't know anything about. Okay, I'll put a question mark on it.
So anyway, Elisa right now is thinking since she has my mugshot and she has my address. She thinks she has my address. She thinks she's gonna talk to this cop and tell them to go arrest me right now.
Well, what?
He says, "What do you want me to do with that?" Because she thinks he's just gonna go come arrest me at where she thinks I am. The cop knows, bitch. I can't arrest. Like, what am I gonna do with that? What am I gonna do with that? Go arrest him right now? You at your mind?
What would you do with him?
all I can do is call him. Well, you're not the victim if that be the case. The restaurant is.
She's not the victim. The restaurant is. Every fucking place she goes into is the victim. She plays the victim all day. All these establishments are the victim of her grifting off of this faux IRL, like quasi Howard Stern wannabe shit. Like,
I'm so sick of talking about this bitch, bro.
If this person calls everywhere I go to have me kicked out, I'm not the victim.
How are they tracking you?
Because I'm a live streamer. This is the person.
How do you know him?
He's a fan of my show.
So you guys used to be friends.
So he would call in, he would show up and stuff like that. So it's like a fanatic. Can you look into him?
So she's fucking lying right now. She said, "Oh, he was just a fan," and shout out to was you waiting for me for posting it originally? I see you in the chat. Like, thank you, and shout out to Trip Kick 2. That's who made this one with the annotations. But yeah,
he's been a lot of great stuff.
Yeah, like pointing out like. Because people fucking know. The audience knows you're fucking lying to these people. And what was you waiting for? Posted it. Let them know. Let the BSO know. And also asked me if I did anything about it. I'm gonna get a FOIA request on the body cam, so I have more evidence of her stalking me. She's stalking me at this point. When the cop even fucking realized it at that.
Can you look into him?
Guys, to what point do you think we are giving her more publicity than she deserves?
Well, I
think we're getting to that point where it's a little sad.
Well, Connor, I mean, it's still going on. She won't go away. We have to report on it.
We've done our part, though. We need to let the police do their job. We need to let time run its course.
Well, we could talk about that off the air, Connor. Like, not right in the middle of the fucking shit, man. I mean,
no, it's good to talk about. I think it is cool to talk about.
I have a lot more.
I don't. I mean, I don't.
A show purely about Elisa at all times.
I'm not. We talked about Tone's dead, right?
For 1 second, you said Tone's dead. All right.
No. What else do I know? We showed a fucking video of Danger saying he was fucking dead, right?
Yeah, but people are saying that maybe he won't be. I don't know. So
Okay,
we should look
So I
into
mean,
it.
Connor,
It's
but
something fun to look into.
screaming out over Jadis while he's trying to explain this.
Sorry, Jadis.
This is
It's not
Sunday.
good, man. I mean,
we're going in chronological order, buddy. We're talking about Sunday.
yeah, getting caught up.
Yeah, we're getting
Sorry,
caught
guys.
up.
Okay, let's go.
No problem. So these
He would
lines
show up and stuff like that. So it's like a fanatic. Can you look into him?
So she's pretty much filing a false police report.
What's this?
That's his mugshot.
From Texas?
Yeah, but he lives.
What's this? His mugshot from Texas? Like that doesn't mean shit to him. And you know what?
Chicken butt.
He's in Sunrise.
He lives where in Sunrise?
That's you want his address? Yeah, I got it. I'll give you his address.
Yeah, it was him that called. You're just assuming. Okay, so there was a big time lapse right there, where at that point the cop probably she gave him my name, and it came up as a totally different state, and she's coming up with addresses and stuff. At that point, she's looking like the stalker, like he's realizing, he's saying, what am I going to do about this?
Because I'm sure he blocked the number, and he's not going to find out. And he's saying that it didn't hurt my business at all, even though it does for sure.
Florida police in $3 Florida has stalking and bullying laws. Is exactly what they are doing, and you should file the complaint today. Probably file a restraining order too, as you are being cyberstalked and cyberbullied.
I'm a clown. Yeah.
Cyberbullying, by the way. She's being cyberbullied. She fucking doxed me the fucking 2 days prior, and she's trying to get me arrested. And this cop is going to tell her what the fuck's for.
Actually, because yes, but they can see where you're at.
Okay, so
So
what about the person?
no, hold on. Because you did that, you told me. He said he never asked you to leave. He just told you that he didn't deal with the negativity. That was going to his restaurant. That's you can't you're identifying your location. So, how many followers do you have? No?
I tried to listen back. He says, how many followers do you have? I think that she tries to say that she only has 2 followers. When other times she tells people, "Oh, I have 500 followers."
How many followers do you have? No, it's not. It's not, because you subject yourself to it. She could have sat there and
So if I'm singing in a concert, and somebody shows up and does sing.
With the sign and they heckle you?
No, not they heckle me. They're interfering with what I'm doing. How? By calling restaurants.
So she says, did you catch what she says? She says, well, what if I'm singing at a concert and the guy says, what, he heckles you? And someone heckles you? He says, well, and they call the restaurants. Like, it doesn't even come together, Like, I've noticed that about things that she says. She can't process things that people are saying to her. Do you see that, Grady,
yeah.
Connor?
Mm-hmm.
Like, catch the fucking trail. I'll fucking slow it down, because I've been noticing that about things. Like, she does not understand the things that people are saying sometimes.
They're interfering with what I'm doing. How? By
so she could have sat there and
so if I'm singing in a concert, and somebody shows up and does sing.
With the sign and they heckle you.
40 minutes now.
No, not they heckle me. they're interfering with what I'm doing. How? By calling restaurants.
So her singing at a if what if I'm singing at a concert and somebody interferes with me by calling restaurants? Like, she's totally unfucking hinged right now. She's fucking cracking down. She's breaking down. And that's what like we're trying to show is that like she's fucking crumbling because she hasn't addressed the goddamn elephant in the room, and she doubles down and triples down by going after other people. You know, the first day it was me. The next day she added other people. She doxed Connor. She doxed
Yeah.
other people. Her people are going after people. They're going after discords that they think are hate discords because we don't like Elisa's show. We don't like that what she's doing. But she's not hateful. She doesn't dox. She's trying to get other people for harassment and fucking stalking.
They're not interfering with your podcast. What they're interfering, like I said, he's the victim. Because you're streaming in his restaurant, you're attracting me to his restaurant. No one would know where you're at if you didn't go live in their restaurant. Am I right or wrong? Well, tell me, am I right or wrong? Right?
So
Right?
Somebody could just call anywhere I go at any time.
No. They would have the only way that person or whoever was calling.
Hi, Mitch. Love me on stream.
But if they found out another way, if I put an
That's
Instagram
something.
post,
No, that's something totally different.
No, if I
Make the suggestion. Next time you go to a place, don't show where we're going.
Yeah.
And then we just sit there and do stuff and we say, hey, we're at
No one has a clue.
No one has a clue.
Don't give any distinctive things like you, because you're attracted to it. He could actually file a complaint against you.
Get him, Sean. Get him.
He could, because now you put his restaurant on blast. He said that whoever called us something about pedophilia.
Whoever called talked about. Did you hear what the cop said?
What do you say?
Whoever called talked about pedophilia.
Whoever's trying to discredit you, it's because you let them know where you're at. And you have to be mindful of how you own it, or how you're running your life.
You gotta be a little smarter.
All right?
can't look into that person's stuff.
I can document it, and I can check them.
Can you check them now?
No. Because he's not a victim. He's not in the cell. I can't prove who it was. He said
he didn't even check. She said, "Oh, can you check him now? Can you?"
He got multiple calls from different places. That's what the owner said. He didn't say one person called me repeatedly. So be mindful of it. All right? All right. Sorry.
Oh, Jadis just contacted Seth and claimed to be my producer. Okay, so Jadis called Seth. That's how what a loser Jadis is. Wow, Jadis is such a loser. That's a big person who is not affiliated with this program.
Oh, I'm not affiliated with this program. When there's like
it's getting hot in here.
No, like fucking like YouTube. If you type in Elisa Jordana, it's autocorrect to Elisa Jordana Jadis. Anyway, so this is just her doxing me like the day before, and she goes unhinged and
contacted you about me, and so Googling me to. I'm gonna do better than that. I'm gonna make this so exciting for everybody. Nobody's seen something as exciting. Nobody has seen an extreme as exciting as I'm about to do. So the guy that's trying to infiltrate my show right now and calling all my guests and all my people and trying to turn Jake against me, who I don't give a fuck. He's a drunk anyway. This is the guy. All right.
Okay, so at this point, why do you think she's trying to go against me? Maybe because this stuff.
No, you keep helping people avoid her. You know what I mean? So.
Oh, okay. So like we see my tab right now. James Ward Nichols. And then okay, look at the autocorrect. What's the thing that comes up the second on the autocorrect? You read that?
Manifesto, yeah.
Yeah, like people are looking for it. Let's see. You know, I mean,
Yep.
it's circulating. We have it.
Yeah.
I have it. I was, one of the first people to get it. But yeah, this is going around. I want to shout out. Was you waiting for me? Was the first one to upload the clip of Elisa, um, Elisa trying to file a false police report. That's what she was doing in that video. Retaliation. Like, shout out to you. Appreciate that. A couple other things I want to show is this is gaining traction. Other people are talking about this. So as of Monday, other channels are talking about, like NJ Court. Shout out to you. NJ Court covered this. I believe that they cover multiple things on one show, but yesterday's show was just about Jimmy. It was just about Jimmy, and they even covered I don't know.
How was Marty's show? Did you watch that, Jadis?
Yes, Marty's show. Marty's show is good too. And NJ Courts, look at that. Fucking shout out.
Oh, where's it at?
We can't see your screen, Jadis.
There we go. It's up.
Yeah. Fucking NJ Court, shout out.
That's right, we're getting out there.
Shout out for the shout out. Like, love it, appreciate it. Like, no, and he said, he showed Mondo pressing her.
Conversation now.
Yeah, but these characters.
See, this is the thing. A lot of people aren't familiar, so they don't know where to go as far as the information. So and that was really fucking nice for him to say. At this point, he says, if you want to find out more about what's going on, watch this episode right here, Night Freaks number 17. He also he shows Mondo pressing her, and Mondo saying that's fucked up for you to say that Jadis is worse than Jimmy. I want to fucking forget his name even. But and then at the end he says, if you want more information about what's going on, watch this episode right here. So
yeah,
shout out. I mean,
we've been on it from the very beginning. Anyone talking about now has probably seen our shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the first like this show was the first YouTube show to be talking about this issue. So IP2, she's off of IP2. I think we've covered that. So looping back to Major League Shooter. Major League Shooter today went to so this is him stepping out of the Stewart Police Department. Motherfucker drove 2 hours, and he tried to get the FOIA. He tried to get the phone call between Elisa and Jimmy. I'm not going to play it all, but just to summarize, he pretty much talked to them, told them about their Discord. He was asked if he knew if there was CP in that Discord. He said he's heard about it but doesn't know.
I'm not muted. I'm being quiet on purpose.
Well, you're being good. So
don't stir up Minnie.
So he tried to get the phone call between Jimmy and Elisa with a FOIA request. He was told he can't get a FOIA request because it is a ongoing investigation. But shout out to Major League Shooter. Subscribe to Major League Shooter. He's on the case. James Worley is on the case.
Did her backup channel ever get fucked up from all the shit he was doing on it? Do you know?
I'm not certain. She went back to her main channel, and then today, she was. So then today, these guys start talking about it, which these guys have talked about Elisa in the past. with her when and I watch. You could go back and watch Elisa Jordana Goes Berserk on when exposed by Stern. That's a great episode. I was watching it. I was watching it with Dina actually. Dina, Jimmy's friend, and I realized at a point in this episode, I said, close your eyes, and what they're talking about, the things that these two guys are talking about, as far as just their analysis, they like you close your eyes 8 months ago, they could have been talking about today. So shout out to Steel Toe Morning Show for picking up on this. Like, it's really good. Really good on those guys for.
Shut the fuck up, Mitch DC. Don't tell me what to do.
I reached out to them, and tried to make sure they were in on the loop of this. And then so they talked about it today.
Oh, do you want to back up the screen?
He called me every day. He loved me a lot. He had an illness, in my opinion. In my opinion, it was an illness.
Yeah. You're done, Connor.
I don't think he chose it. I really don't. I don't think he wanted to be that. He wanted to be good, but he was sick in a way where his brain chemistry, in my opinion, not everybody agrees with me, and they definitely don't agree with me, but in my opinion, so I have depression, right? I've had it for my whole life.
No way. No way. I don't believe you. With those dead eyes and that obviously medicated energy, I could have never guessed.
I love that someone paid just $3 and they got read out loud that says she knew about it and enabled it, and then just
pedophile. Yeah, I like that. I like that they can on that IRL shit because she doesn't have any talent. She can't do a show. She can't do anything like that. So she has to basically walk around the streets letting people write whatever horrendous garbage that they want to. And she has to read it. And she has to let it play. But I mean, look at this. The fact that if you like her, if you say she's pretty or you worship at her feet, she won't say anything bad. She'll say you had a disease. She'll say you had an illness. You weren't a monster. You weren't human garbage. You weren't scum on the bottom of someone's shoe. I apologize to the scum on people's shoes for saying that. She won't say it. She can't bring herself to. She cannot.
You have an illness if you turn yourself in before you do anything.
Right.
If you do something for 40 consecutive years, you don't have a disease or an illness. You're a horrible piece of crap for doing that shit. And quite frankly, going like, oh, I regret it now. Great. That really makes up for 4 decades of abusing people that you regret it now.
And no matter what I do, it does not get fixed. So I think he had an illness that could not be fixed, a mental illness. That's what it was. So that's why I'm not going to talk badly about him. I wish he didn't do those crimes. I'm not going to work with him anymore. He's in jail. But I want to move on. And there's nothing more to say about it, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So people.
Every time she gets caught with one of these fucking losers, every time it's time for her to pay the piper and pay the cost for what she's done to sell her soul to just for $3 on IRL streaming, she goes, why are we talking about it? Why are we even talking about it anymore? Bodder, same thing. I like Bodder. Why do we even have to talk about it? Because people commit crimes around you and you enable them and you allow them to do it. This is not the first felon that you have held close to you, Elisa. You are a problem. You're a bad guy. You're not just a harmless little pixie out there in IRL. First of all, you're not a little pixie anymore. You're going to, before you know it, you'll be qualifying for Social Security, for Christ's sake. You're not a spring chicken. You're pushing 50. And these aren't the first felons you've ever hung out with. And every time you get caught, you play the same old song and dance. Oh, just because I used them and manipulated them and took these mentally ill people and made them worship me doesn't mean I have to take responsibility and talk about them when they do fucked up shit, which they inevitably will. You're a problem. And you're a parasite at the same time. Parasite to Benji, parasite to Howard, parasite to Andy Dick, parasite to apparently swatters and child molesters now. So you're so obsessed with being famous and the idea of being a nobody bothers you so much that you'll associate with the literal scum of the earth if it can keep it going a little bit longer. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
The idea she won't, well, no, that's cool, I get it. But the idea she won't denounce somebody that's done that. Like, this whole, like, oh, I think he just has a problem, he just has an illness. And then she brings it back to her life and how she has a problem and an illness. Then she has a kinship with this. And I'm like, that's not how, you don't be like, oh, well, this is how I can relate to him with my own life. Like, no. There shouldn't be relating to people for this. Because this is a horrendous thing to do, let alone to do for 40 years. And just suddenly be like, oh, I regret it.
She really is just a piece of shit.
So people want to call him like a pedophile all day. Obviously he was that, but I believe that he had an illness that he could not ignore. I think
somebody just did the pedophile thing again over and over and over and over again. I hope that's all she gets.
I hope Mario or Nintendo knows she's using the Mario coin ding. That is very much the exact ding.
Copyright. Yeah. Is this now? What's this Jadis thing?
Hi, Seth. I'm so sorry about that. There's a guy named Jad Ian Weinstein, J-A-D, Ian Weinstein, who's actually a very bad guy. You could look him up. His criminal record, he has like 3 mugshots. He's the one.
Oh, okay. So this guy's a bad guy because he has a criminal record. But your guy, so this guy doesn't think you're pretty. Apparently, this Jadis guy doesn't think you're pretty, doesn't think you're good. So we got to look up his criminal record. He's a bad guy. That guy you got to keep an eye on. But the 40-year child molester who thinks your eyes are cute, he just has a disease. Oh, Johnny, I can't go back down this rabbit hole again. I hate her so fucking much.
I just figured what his come to Jesus moment was.
What's that?
He saw Eliza without makeup, and he went, "Holy shit, you're that old? Oh my god!"
I'm turning myself in. My whole existence has been a lie. Oh my god. James Worley says, Aaron, you will love many of the clips on that page. They expose her so much. Jadis was her ex-producer and left her after working with her for a couple of days. That makes sense. So this guy left the cult. He didn't want to be around her anymore. So now he's a bad guy with a criminal record. This is classic cult leader behavior. If somebody leaves, demean them, demean their reputation, everything else. Meanwhile, she'll take that same guy aboard with that same criminal record, and as long as he thinks she's pretty and she's queen and she should be followed, she will defend him to the hilt. She'll defend Botter. She'll defend the child molester. But that guy leaves. He's got a criminal record. He's got a mugshot.
Holy crap. I just realized it's the same thing the Church of Scientology does.
You know what? I respect the Church of Scientology far more than I respect Elisa Johanna.
I'm not saying
The Super Adventure Club?
So that's.
Did you hear
so that's
that, Grady? He
okay.
said the same thing you said about the Scientology.
Super Adventure Club?
So we're updated as far as today.
Cool.
To where you know.
Please no more videos.
Please.
Took a bit of time.
Do you have any updates on her getting kicked out of West Palm?
Yes, this is cool.
Minnie has an update.
My finger's stuck.
Well, he's promoting what is that? The Onions?
Fidget spinner.
Hi, Perry. Nice to
It's
see
an
you.
onion. Tony, John,
Oh, that's cool.
Tony made this for me.
Are
You
you a mod in her chat room, Perry?
Don't you know that I'm still scared?
No, yeah, I'm pretty sure she's not a mod. She's a big donator.
Yeah.
There he is.
Now.
Yeah, she's not even a mod. Fucking.
Oh, look at this one.
I respect it.
Anyway,
for that.
so that's an update. If any more questions, I confirm that Donald is safe and alive. Personally,
there's a rumor about his parents' house going around again. Can you give everybody an update on that again? Because apparently everybody's got inaccurate information again.
Yeah, so let's address any rumors because there's a lot of rumors. I've seen a lot of shows that have false information about what. So if Grady, you could go through them and you could ask me, I could confirm and deny what.
I want to know about her hate. Like, didn't she have like a trial coming up to get kicked out of West Palm?
Billy John, you're out
for a hate speech TTS.
I'm not sure. There's some type of court date. I'm not sure. There's some type of court date, September 11th, but yeah, I'm not for certain about that. I know that she's been trespassed from multiple places, including the local grocery store. But yeah, not sure about that. Next thing was maybe about the house. What was that about?
Oh, Jimmy's parents' house. Everyone's saying that he has his parents' house there that Elisa can sell or something, but
no,
we already debunked that a long time ago.
Yeah, so there's no house. There's no house. There's no art collection that he sold. There was no 401k. The reason he had that storage unit because he was a transient, and that went into the child sex abuse, is that he would travel around to do this, and I've been told that from our former guest Dina, that he would live out of his suitcase, and that he lived out of 2 suitcases, and that's why he kind of didn't understand. They were trying to invite people,
and the pot calling the kettle black.
Yeah, exactly. But we
Well, that and also this here.
But
when I'm reading in the chat.
Yeah, these people. It's really fucked up to see at this point, like, how many people are sticking to it. Oh, Jadis is a liar, Perry? A liar about what? Anyway, so
Billy John wants to do it with me.
Billy John.
Okay.
good guy.
Oh no.
But,
Hi.
so yeah, there's no parents' house. There's no that he has siblings, and that was whatever was of that happened already. It didn't go to Jimmy. Jimmy lived out of 2 suitcases and would travel around frequently. That's why he had that. That's why he was in Colorado and had a storage unit in Topeka, Kansas, for some odd reason. Who knows if
I'm
it was?
curious. Are you going to interview me tonight on the show, or am I just going to sing?
Well,
I'm going to talk to you.
Well, I'll just wrap up with yeah, that was that.
I was just wondering.
That's a lie. Those things were a lie. A lot of things that people talk about are a lie. Any other misconceptions?
That's all I can think of for right now.
James Worley. I don't know the size of it. He referred to it as a locker, so I would imagine it wasn't too big. Since he was transient, I don't think it would be big enough to be to hold furniture or whatever. But yeah.
Have you called the storage locker place on Stay 5?
I haven't called them again. I haven't wanted to bother them. I'm sure it's being looked into at this point. I was called by the Stewart Police Department. The things that I was called back by them. The things that I was going to tell them, other people have already told them, and I tried to return the guy's phone call, but didn't get through. But the things I was going to tell him, I know other people have told him that already, if not Jimmy itself. Any other rumor, speculation? We could go on to Mini Manson.
What about me?
Oh, we're just figuring out what else we want. What other questions?
Yeah, I thought I was going to be interviewed tonight. I might have missed.
Yes, we're going to go on to you. Okay, let's
was
go.
I mistaken about that?
About it. Sick of talking about her.
So I'll just sing a song then.
Minnie, what do you want to talk about?
I don't know. I thought I was going to be interviewed. Did I misunderstand, Grady?
No,
I was going to talk. I don't know. Connor's got a mask on, and I don't know.
Well, you misled me then. You misled me. I thought the show was about me to talk about revenge, not just to sit here.
Well, no, I wanted to get
Again,
your
you
take.
misled me. You do that. That's why your shows are never good. You misled me.
No, you can talk right now.
You misled me. Yes, you did.
You did tell him it would be 5 minutes.
So we don't need to talk about anything that I did with Elisa. So maybe
no, Jade has told him 15
this should be
minutes.
The last episode we do about Elisa, unless something big happens.
I'm sorry, guys. You misled me. You said I was going to be interviewed on the show, not to sit here.
Well, fucking talk, man. You know what I mean?
Minnie's revenge.
Talk! Talk!
What do you call them? Clickbait? Goodbye.
No, we love you.
I love you too.
Okay, come on.
You guys did nothing wrong. You just, told me I was going to be interviewed, not just sit here for 2 hours.
I wanted to know your take.
I sing a song at the end, so that's cool.
I wanted to know your take on Elisa. I don't know what you think about all this.
You never asked me.
I am now.
Yeah, you know what? You're weak. Fuck off.
Fuck you.
No, not you. The guy in the comments section.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Oh, Minnie, I'm sorry.
I didn't mean you, Grady.
Yeah,
You're
fuck
not
this
weak
guy.
at all. You're awesome.
No, Minnie.
I like to troll you sometimes, but you are awesome. Okay, go ahead.
What do you think about what's going on with Elisa? I know you have a really bad relationship with her from the start. You're one of the first people to ever say she was a horrible person. You know what I mean?
She is a horrible person. She treats people like shit worse than I do. Hey, at least I'm nice to people. You can even ask Marty and Jamie. I was a total awesome person when I hung out with them. So anyway, get off that subject because we're about Elisa. I was nice to her too. Gave her some stickers and some souvenirs from Chicago. Real nice, high quality souvenirs and some of my merch. She just looks at it and throws it down. She didn't even care about it. We're just very distant. She's not all there,
Yeah. So,
And I also shoved a funnel cake up her nose. I'm proud of that. And I trolled her for a whole day and told her I was going to show up, and she kept waiting for me. And I didn't show up until way later that night. And then I acted indifferent, and that pissed her off even more. It was the best day of my life.
It seemed like you had good times with her at moments.
Yeah, I don't see one nice comment about me in your comments section. That's pretty fucked up. What do you got, like 3 people in there?
Yeah.
Well, you got a little more than that. Probably maybe 12. But,
You want to do a song? I'm a
Who told you?
first.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm a little under the weather. I have been for like 4 days. I'm really run down.
I'm sorry about that. No, I want to say thank you, Blue Watt 123, for your nice comments. And Mitch, I see yours. And who cares
Why don't
about
you-
what Auschwitz thinks there? Oh, yeah. So what if I inspired Cremo to open fire? I guess I'm, charismatic.
Why don't you give
Mormo.
us?
There's Mormo. I love you, Mormo. Yeah. If I
Why don't
missed
you
anyone,
give
please
us?
forgive me. Go ahead.
Give us. Do you want to do a song?
Did you just want me to do a song and then just show's over? Is that what you wanted?
No,
So
I
much
want
for
to
your
take a
getting
break.
revenge? What?
No, I'm not. I just want you to do a fucking song, man.
Okay, I'll do a fucking song.
Please.
But I gotta set up my fucking acoustics here. I'm gonna
Okay,
do your
yeah,
Crowley song. Do you remember that?
Oh, my
Yeah, I'm
fucking
not
head is
available for
pounding.
children's parties or church events. Fuck church. Okay, that means I have to go here and not look at the comments anymore because I'm gonna find. Well, where is the video? I gotta look for it.
So, Minnie, how have you been?
Fine.
I think you said maybe you weren't feeling too well yesterday or something. You feeling better today?
Fine.
How'd you like Crystal Roberts' show last
I'm looking
night?
for that song. What song did you want? I can't find it anymore. It seems to be gone.
Whatever one
What's
you
the
want to
name
do.
You wanted me to do a song. What was it? It had something to do with Crowley.
I don't know.
So you don't remember?
Hmm.
Then don't tell me shit in private anymore. You want me to do certain things and this and that. If you're
I
gonna
didn't.
forget, you're the
I'm
host of
not.
the show.
I'm not talking to you in private. I don't know what you're talking about.
In the DMs and on your Discord. So you don't admit that you talked to me in there either?
I admit I talked to you, but I'm just telling you I don't feel real well right now, and I'm fucking
Well, you know
like.
what? Then don't invite me on your show if you're gonna act like this. You sound like Dylan. Maybe I should take off my clothes on your show too. I mean, that's the way you're acting. Be nice. You wanted to
I
talk
am.
about Elisa and revenge. You used my name for clout. You don't give a shit about me. Don't ask me on your show anymore if that's how you feel. You should be ashamed of yourself, honestly. I can take screenshots of all that stuff you wrote and show everybody. You don't feel good. You sat there ignoring me for a whole hour.
Security for Mr. George provided by Bond International Security of Anaheim.
You're a fucking piece of shit and I'll never go on your show again.